everyone and welcome back. So yes, we are still uploading. Some of these videos are getting 1,000+ views. Some of them are getting like 3. But I don't care. I'm enjoying doing an upload every day at the moment. I'm going to keep doing that until I feel I can't, basically. As long as I'm getting one interaction on here, I'm going to keep going because I'm having a laugh and it's just fun to do different games, whether I'm doing the reacts to geography stuff like GeoGuessr, whether I'm playing games of GeoGuessr myself, whether I'm playing the free games off of Steam, whether I'm doing the interactive movies that I've been doing, really enjoyed, or whatever it is. I like doing these, so I hope some of you are enjoying it anyway. But I've enjoyed quite a lot Geogrid. Done it a couple of times now, and I thought, you know what? I quite like the kind of trivia part of it, and it makes you think a lot more because you've got those little extra questions that you've got to make a grid out of. I know a lot of people are doing them now for like football and stuff like that, so I quite like the geography part of it because that's where a lot of people on this channel have come from. So let's give Geogrid another go and see what I know. Okay, so this is today's, from the day I'm recording, this is today's board Geogrid. So along the top we've got more than 300 Olympic medals. Then in North America, member of the European Union. Then along the side, population over 10 million, ends with the letter A, and then borders 1 to 2 countries. Now that's an interesting one. Because is that kind of a general thing of like, oh, it borders a couple of countries and it can border as many as you want, or does it have to only border 1 or 2 countries? That might mess with me a little bit. But okay, let's go for the first one. So population over 10 million, more than 300 Olympic medals. Now, obviously you've got Australia, you've got USA, you've got the UK, Great Britain, you've got Japan. Now, the one thing, if you include the Winter Games as well, which is the Olympics, then Sweden comes in, I'm sure. So do we throw Sweden in because that's the most obscure? So if anyone's new to this, by the way, because you may be, and you might be like, dude, explain. So for anyone wondering, basically, as you'd expect, I've got to do the grids so they go for both. So population 10 million, then more than 300 Olympics, then along in North America and population of 10 million. But I'm also looking for the lowest amount of kind of scoring that, the percentage of people that have said that. A bit like if you're in the UK, the game Pointless, or in general, like playing golf, you want the lowest score possible. So I don't want the obvious answer, because the obvious answer is like the US. But obviously I don't really want to put the US because everyone's going to say that. It's the most obvious one. So the one I think makes most sense has got to be Sweden because I think it's got it with winter. Now I have 10 guesses, which means I can get it wrong once. So let's see if this is that once. So, Sweden. Hey! And it is not that once. Legendary. I thank you, legendary. I thought that probably was the least well-known one because people didn't think of the Winter Games. I think if you think of the Winter Games, it makes more sense. Okay, so in North America, population over 10 million. So obviously you've got Canada, you've got United States, and you've got Mexico. But obviously North America's kind of bigger than you think it is. I think people only really think of those 3. But it does go further down. There's some of the Caribbean islands in there as well. But I think Cuba would have over, in fact I'm sure Cuba has over 10 million. But we want the most obscure. I'm just trying to think of how far down it goes and how interactive it goes. But Jamaica wouldn't. Panama, I don't think Panama does. Guatemala? Guatemala's quite big, isn't it? That's got to be the most obscure if it's Guatemala. But then if it's the most obscure, is it then... This is the thing as well, it's like some of the most obscure that you think of, it's then, well, if somebody else thinks the most obscure, then they'll go, well, that's the most obscure, put it down, and it becomes a more common answer. You know, it's one of those ones. You get quiz questions like that sometimes. But I think that's the one I'm going to go for, actually. You know, thinking about it, it's Guat. Thank you. I'm so glad this comes up with this. Yes. Okay, epic. which likely means there is someone that is a little bit less known that I just can't think of, which is such fun. Okay, member of the European Union that has population over 10 million. Okay, so obviously you've got Netherlands, France, Germany, Greece, Sweden, Czechia, Spain, obviously. God, there's the problem is here, there's a lot of them. So who is it going to be that's over 10 million? Because a lot of the countries have over 10 million. The ones I've thought of, maybe Czechia, although it's quite a well-known country, but I can't think of anything else that's got over 10 million that's going to be on there that is an EU country. I can't. What? How many's Ireland got? No, Ireland's less than 10 million. Wait a minute, is Ireland? No, Ireland's only 5 million. So it's got. Yeah, I'm going to go with Czechia. I'm going to go with Czechia, I think. This may be a little better known. Epic. Okay, I think there's probably one or two that are better known. But okay. Okay, ends with the letter A and has more than 300 Olympic medals. The other thing I can't do as well, by the way, I can't put down a country that's already been mentioned as well. So, okay, ends with an A, has over 300 Olympic medals. I mean, China, obviously. Jesus, is that it? Over 300. UK, US, China, Japan, Sweden, obviously. Australia? But who am I missing? It feels like there's got to be other countries. But, like, that's it. Sure. There can't just be two countries. That'd be such a weird one to have on here. Over 300 Olympic medals. Who else is there? There's very few countries that have had over 300. I mean, I think the UK has had over 1,000. The US has over 1,000. China's had over 1,000. But France, not ending with an A. It's got to be China or Australia. I mean, they're both very well-known countries. Who do I put? Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada's well-known, but has Canada had over? Canada must have. Or have they? You know what? It doesn't really matter. They're just as well-known, if not more well-known than the others. Let's go Australia. On the idea that people would kind of not think about it. Rare. Yeah, it's getting less and less. Because, I mean, I don't know what the best one for that would be. Okay, so ends an A and is in North America. Okay. Canada, obviously. United States of America. Cuba. Guatemala, I've already put. I can't put Guatemala again, which is a pity because Guatemala would be great. Nicaragua. Antigua and Barbuda. Is Antigua and Barbuda up there? Is Antigua and Barbuda? Yeah, no, Antigua and Barbuda is... Yeah, Antigua and Barbuda would be there as well. Okay, so between those two then. Really, Nicaragua or Antigua and Barbuda? Antigua's quite known. Would it be Nicaragua? Would people not think Nicaragua is in it? I'm going to go Nicaragua. Nicaragua... Epic as well. We'll take it. Okay, member of the European Union ends with the letter A. Ends with the letter A. Okay, well, Romania, Slovakia, Austria, Lithuania, Estonia, Czechia. Put Czechia already, can't do it. Malta. They're all pretty well known. In the EU. I'm trying to remember whether all the ones I've said are actually in the EU, because this is where it gets confusing sometimes, because about half, just over half, say 60% of Europe are in the EU. Sometimes you kind of forget and mix them up. I think everyone I've said is in there. Austria's too obvious. I think Romania's too obvious. Czechia I can't do. Estonia, Slovenia, Lithuania, Malta maybe. I feel like maybe Malta because people forget it's an independent country. I think people sometimes mix it up for maybe a territory of someone else. It's got to be Malta. I'm not overly confident. Okay, epic. We'll take it. We will take it. Okay, borders 1 to 2 countries. Now this one may muck me up big time because it's whether it's just 1 or 2 countries or more. And we're running out of countries again. Again, more than 300 medals. Borders 1 to 2 countries. I mean, Great Britain, we border Ireland. Well, actually, the UK, because it's the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland borders Ireland. So, Sweden, but we've used Sweden already. The USA, because it only borders Canada and Mexico. I'm trying to think if it has any overseas territories that you'd class, but no, I think that's just 2. Freaking hell. China could be, but China, if it's not using borders 1 to 2 as being, it's just 1 or 2 or more, then China wouldn't be any good because it borders more than 2 countries. I'm gonna have to put the United Kingdom. It seems so ridiculous, but I cannot think of anybody else that it would apply to, apart from the USA. Uncommon. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to get me much because, okay, borders 1 to 2 countries in North America. Okay, so USA, Mexico, 1 to the south, just 1 to the south, right? I think 1 to the south, and then America to the north, Canada, and then borders 1 and 2 in North America. So pretty much everyone I've mentioned earlier, I think, would border more. Cuba borders more. Guatemala and Nicaragua would do. Antigua and Barbuda don't border anyone. Who the fuck is there left? I have to go for it's Haiti, which borders Dominican Republic. Actually, that means that Dominican Republic borders Haiti. Oh, there's an interesting one. Because that means both of them border each other, and so both of them are the answer. Which one's more known? Because Dominica doesn't border anyone, but Dominican Republic does, and Dominican Republic, is that more well known than Dominica? Would people put Dominican Republic down? Or would they just only know Dominican? Or would they say Haiti? Oh my god. I'm going to go Haiti and hope that people don't realise that it's like next to Dominican Republic. Okay. Uncommon. Okay, so it was pretty well known. Fair enough. Fine. Okay. Member of the European Union, borders 1 or 2 countries. Again, there's a shit ton of these. But actually, actually, again, if we're only saying they have to only border 1 or 2, like maximum, then Denmark, Poland, no, not Poland, Portugal, Denmark, Portugal, Ireland, and Italy borders more than 2. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Certainly not France, because France considers all of its overseas, plus the fact it borders Andorra, Spain, Germany, Luxembourg. Actually, does it border Luxembourg? Yeah, it would border Luxembourg. And Belgium. So, what do we want? Ireland? I'm going to put United Kingdom down. Let's put Ireland down, because they border us. What have we got? Ooh, we'll take it. Not a very good score. The good score, as GeoPeter said in the video that I reacted to, and actually I made this point in my last video, Geogrid, 100 or less is a good score. 113.2. Okay, most popular answers. China, Mexico, Germany, okay. China, Canada, Austria, United States. I said that Haiti was actually one of the most popular answers. Bugger. Portugal, okay, that makes sense. Least popular answers. Ooh, South Korea. I had no idea that South Korea had over 300 Olympic medals. I did not know that at all. And a population, Dominican Republic. I didn't realise Dominican Republic had a population over 10 million. I did not know that. Fair play. And then Netherlands. Yeah, I think I'd mentioned that, but ends in A. Romania. I think I talked about that. I'm surprised that Romania was actually one of the most popular. I would have thought people would have thought about something else. United States for that, of course. Lithuania, I'd mentioned that. Borders country, 1 to 2 countries. Netherlands, Nicaragua, okay. Cyprus. Wait a minute. What? Cyprus doesn't border any countries. I mean, look, that is Cyprus. It's an island. Are they talking about the fact that it's split Greek Cypriot and Turkish Cypriot? Because otherwise, it doesn't border anywhere. It's a fucking island. What? Otherwise, I would have mentioned, like, other countries in Europe that were just islands. Like, that makes no... What? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. That makes... Okay, fine. Whatever. Okay, let's try one more. Let's try... 113. Let's go with board 59. Why not? Okay, so for this one, 113 will be the last one. Basically, if we can get to 100 or lower, that's what we want. Did not do that well on the last one. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, so in North America, population under 2 million there. Then starts with the letter B, ends with the letter O. Okay, area greater than 100,000 kilometers squared, which is going to be a bitch for me because I'm going to kind of half guess because I don't do kilometers. I'm British. We do miles. I don't know kilometers. A 5k and a 10k, I kind of know them in terms of running, but I don't actually know really how long they are. It's like 3 miles and 6 miles, something like that. Okay, then flag with white. Okay, that's everyone? Wow, okay, no, there's a lot of flags without, but there's a lot with. Red, white, and blue, I think they're the most common kind of flag colours. Anyway, so North America with a population under 2 million. Okay, so I mentioned the Dominica and the Dominican Republic last time. Dominica, I think, would go under there. God. Belize, I think, comes under there. Oh, Christ, under 2 million. Barbados. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. What else is there? None of those ones I mentioned before, like Nicaragua, that's over 2 million. Belize. Would Belize be caught? I'm going to go Belize, I think. I think I'm going to go Belize. Okay. Rare, so not that good, actually. Okay. Population under 2 million starts with the letter B. Okay, well, Belize is just gone. Barbados, of course. Bhutan. Brunei. Bahrain. What's the least likely to be known? I mean, Brunei and Bahrain, I think, are the least likely to be known. But I think Brunei is kind of known because of its not being known, if you know what I mean. Same with Bhutan. I'm going to go Bahrain. Epic, we'll take it. Very similar to the Qatar flag, tipped it has a bit further along. Okay, so population under 2 million ends in the letter O. Jesus Christ. Huh? Are there any? Let ends in O. San Marino definitely has under 2 million. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, San Marino is in the thousands. Okay, San Marino. Is there anywhere else? It's under. Monaco. How many people are in Monaco now? That may be more. I don't know. Lesotho. That's another one. Who else is there? Kosovo. I feel like Kosovo's got 5 or 6 million, maybe. I think it's got more. Let's go Lesotho, just because people may not have heard of it. I say that. If anyone's played GeoGuessr, you've definitely heard of it because of Rainbolt. Lesotho's not there. Oh no. Oh, I mean San Marino then. Let's make sure of a right answer. San Marino. Christ, how many is in Lesotho then? Damn it! How many's in Lesotho? Lesotho must be 3 or 4 million. I thought it was smaller. Shit. Okay, I can't go wrong now. I can't go wrong. Okay. North America, area greater than 100,000 kilometers. Okay, so the big countries. So the big three. That's it, isn't it? Right? US, Canada, Mexico. None of the rest of them are going to be big enough, surely. Not in North America. South America, you got Brazil, but North America, well, and Argentina, but no, it's got to say Canada. It's the second, third biggest country. Common, of course it's common, but I needed to make sure. So, I can't go for a good score anymore because I'm too scared I'm going to get something wrong. Shit. Okay, starts with letter B and greater than 100,000. Okay, so Brazil definitely does. I just mentioned that. Is there anywhere else that has it? Belarus? How big's Belarus? 100,000. This is the problem. I don't know it. It's in miles. What would that be in miles? 60 or something? Oh, God. Begins with B. You know what? Let's say Belarus and hope. I only think of 2 places. Okay, so area greater than 100,000 kilometers ends with O. Mexico. Anywhere else in South America? Because it's oh no, not North America. Europe. Kosovo's too small. Africa. Oh, I'm just thinking of all of them now. Australia, China, Asia. Burkina Faso, maybe. Oh God! Oh, this is not. The last one was hard, but fucking hell. If anyone can think of anything better than I've put, by the way, please put it below. It'd be interesting. Or if you've done these grids, let me know. Burkina Faso. Let's just put that in. I actually think it's smaller. But... okay. Flag with white. In North America. Okay, well, USA. Mexico. Actually, yeah, no, wait. Mexico? Yeah, Mexico does, surely. Nicaragua again. El Salvador. Panama. I think they kind of all do in North America. So who do I put? Let's put I'm going to put Nicaragua. Okay. Whoo! Flag with white starts with a B. Okay. Well, Barbados does. Belize does. Bhutan does. Bhutan is like orange and yellow, but then it has a giant white dragon on it. I can only, by the way, there are only two. I can only think of two flags in the world that have a dragon on them. One of them is Bhutan, as you kind of, might expect it around there. The other one is Wales. I don't fucking know. I think it's got to be Bhutan, hasn't it? It's got to be Bhutan, just because people are going to forget about the dragon. Flag with white, ends with an O. Well, San Marino, we can see does, but we can't put it. Kosovo, Monaco, Mexico, Burkina Faso, put down already. Does Lesotho? I don't want to go out on the Lesotho thing again. Shit. Burkina Faso doesn't, by the way. It clearly doesn't. It's on the screen. Shit. I mean, Monaco is like similar. It's just red and white. It always gets mistaken for others. Yeah, let's put Monaco. Let's put Monaco. We know that it's definitely got white on it. Oh my god, 133.1. Oh, that's painful. Okay. Okay, Belize, Barbados, Monaco put there. Democratic Republic of Congo. Ooh, Democratic Republic of Congo. I did not think of that one. Jesus. That's actually really obvious now, think of it. Lesotho was... Oh, these are the most popular. Okay. Lesotho was, but yeah, okay. So the least popular, the ones I should have gone for. Bahrain, Trinidad and Tobago, Montenegro. Ooh, I did not realise Montenegro had less than 2 million. A lovely place, Montenegro. Do really good Burek. Then Honduras. I think I'd mentioned... Did I mention Honduras but didn't say? I don't know. Benin, okay, Burkina Faso, Trinidad and Tobago, Bolivia. Okay, and then St. Kitts and Nevis. Ooh, did not say that one. Okay, well, look, I hope you've enjoyed that. And let me know if you'd like me to do this again. I quite like these geogrids because, like, I like the trivia element of it, but at the same time, I kind of want... You need to have the answer that isn't known, but more than that, you need the answer that people are, because the problem with this is anybody doing this has some form of knowledge about geography, whether they know the flags, whether they know the countries, whatever it is, they have some form of geography knowledge, which means they're always going to know the slightly more obscure ones, making it harder for anyone else trying to guess. So yeah, that's an interesting one. Okay, yeah, let me know if you'd like me to continue with these, and if you've tried them out, let me know what your score was for these. In fact, go try it out now. Let me know what your score is, because, damn, I did not do well with those two quiz, did I? Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.